Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Lucille Cody Love on YouTube. And I have some new things to show you. All right, so I am really excited. I went to the 64th annual Gem and Mineral Show here locally where I live, and it was really nice. So these are things that I have purchased. They're still in the bags. So let's open them up together, shall we? I'm really excited to share with you everything that I have purchased. All right, so in this first little bag, what's in here, as you can see, there's multiple different little items. Let me show you. So what we have here is an acorn with a double-sided ability to string it either at the top or the bottom or both sides. In the middle, a little copper bead in this cute little square where there is a person, there's a leaf, and it looks like they are feeding a deer with a little bird flying overhead. I just think those are really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and add those to my container. I have this container right here, one more space because look, this one is already full of different ones. So let's add those and the rest. All right, one bag emptied and put the lid on it. I really love these clear storage lids. They're just perfect because they're clear. You can see what you have and everything like that. Next, we have a bag full of little fairies, and I'll show you these more in detail up close. What I do with all of these actually is make sure that they are cleansed and saged, and I use a sound bath. So look at that. Isn't she cute? Kind of reminds me of Tinkerbell. Her rings, her little outfit, even her little pointy feet, and they even have little shoes on her. So she's just really cute, and I like it a lot. And this is what it looks like on the back. So this one is really great because it's at the top only, where you can string it and have it as a charm on a necklace or a bracelet or anything like that. All right, let's open up this lid, set that aside, and let's add her over here and open up this bag and pour it in. All right, let's add those. All the little pretty little fairies hanging out. If you were wondering, this is the nice, beautiful little sound bath that I used when cleansing everything with sound, and I already did the sage because it's just important that you cleanse anything and everything that you purchase almost anywhere, especially thrift stores or events, because different energies, they can travel. It's just good to purify and cleanse those. All right, let's see what's next. Oh yes, these are a little bag of swans. I purchased 2 of them because there are only a few in each one. This is what the swan one looks like. I like that it has a hook at the top, or a hole at the top there for stringing it, either as a charm at the bottom of a necklace or a bracelet if you like. And it's pretty solid. It's all the way through here. It's like really cute. So I really like it a lot. I'm glad I purchased these. All right, let's add these. All right, there's that bag and the other bag. Get in there, little swans. There they are, happy swimming together. I wish I got more, but I will use these sparingly, only for like certain special projects. Next is a bag of treble clefs, little music notes. Aren't those beautiful? This is what it looks like, a single one of these. Like I said, I like the way that at the top it will dangle as a charm for at the bottom of a mala or a necklace or for bracelets. It's just really cute. It's just, on both sides there. Very simple. So let's add that to the container. And the rest of them, they can join together. Sweet music to each other. Very nice. I like that this bag had like quite a few of those in there. So that's fantastic. Gonna make some beautiful things. And fun fact, I had first chair in a violin back in the day. I loved my violin. I think I might get another one. Who knows? All right, this container only holds 3, so it is full. Let's put the lid on it and set it aside. Super cute. Look how you can see everything in there. Wonderful. The next little bag that we have here are masks. They're so cute. I really love them. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, these are little masks, and if you're following me on social media, on social media at Lucille Cody Love, which is on YouTube only, and my podcast, Hi and Doing Things, which is on all streaming platforms everywhere that you listen to podcasts. If you've been following me or been like one of my podcast loyalists, you'll know that I always wear a mask. I never show my face in public, especially at events and things like that, because it makes it easier to move about the world. With 6.1 million listeners globally, you got to have unheraldness, which is definitely my policy. So I wear different masks, different varying shapes and things like that. Some that cover my whole face, some just cover, parts of my face. And so that way I could continue to get freshly. Anyways, How You Doing Things is a really, really fun comedy podcast. If you haven't already listened, the link is on here. So you guys can click on Linktree, or like I said, go to any social media platform and check it out, or any streaming services that you get your music. But yes, anyways, I love the mask. It's so cute. I was like, ooh, I saw these and I was like, gotta have them. All right, let's add those to the container. Take the lid off, set that aside, and let's put it right here. And then let's add the bag, so they can all be little happy friends. Look at all those. I'm gonna make so many cute things with this. It's gonna be so fantastic. Next is a bag of leaves. These are just really, really cute. I have several different ones, and I'll show you some of the other sizes that I have. But I got these smaller ones because they'll be great for little charms and spacers on bracelets. Look at how little it is. It's so tiny compared to like my hand. Like, look how small it is. But it's really, really cute. I like it a lot. And this is the back of it and everything like that. So it's just a cute little charm, for spacers, or making a leaf bracelet or things like that, or even earrings if you're into that. And it goes, and let's have it join its friends. All right, there we go. We got those all in there, all happy and sound little leaves. The next thing that I purchased, which I really like the way these feel, and I like how long they are. These are great tassel covers for doing like different types of styles of tassels. If you're into that, which I am, I make those and use those quite a lot, especially in my mala making. This is what it looks like up close, and the way it feels is very tangible. It's like tactile. It feels really good in the hand. Something, if you're always touching your necklaces or malas or things like that, grabbing at it, sometimes people do. It feels really, really good. So I like it a lot, and it's a good size. I believe it has a good size hole. So we'll see how that will turn out when making a new mala. So let's add that to the container hole and add its little friends. Get in there, buddies. All right, so it only came with like a few, but like I said, that's plenty of necklaces right there. Yep. Putting the lid on because it is full now. Ooh, very nice. And we'll stack that right here. I like how these interlock and they just stay like that. So perfect. You can just see everything that you have. It's just like really, really perfect. Okay, so next the thing that I also purchased was some more of these. I already had some, but I was like, I should get some more of these. These are Saint Benedict beads, or not beads, but charms and spacers and things like that. So you can add it to the bottom of a tassel or next to a tassel when making a necklace or a bracelet. This is what it looks like up close. It's really beautiful. I like the gold ring around it. And then this is the back side or the front side, whichever you prefer. And it has an engraving and inscription in there. I believe that is Latin. And yeah, there's Saint Benedict. Yes. So let's add that to the new container. Look at all my beautiful beads. So many beads. I just love them so much. All right, let's open this up. And those go right in there. Well, actually, I just noticed these are actually new because I thought they were the same as these, but these St. Benedicts are gold with silver around it. And these are all a slightly larger size, all silver St. Benedict's. So these are new. So I'm going to have to find a new little container space for those, which I definitely have. Anyways, continue on. Here's some more of the double silver ones right here. So that's really great. Just showed you this is what it looks like with double silver St. Benedict on that side, and on this side I think it's like really, really nice. So let's add those to the container, shall we? Those go right there. So I'm glad to have those in my collection just to add a few more so I don't run out. Oh, wonderful. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're almost through this awesome haul. So I bought some more of the DNA strands charms because these are beautiful, and I'm like, if I see something I really like, I want to make sure that I get plenty of them. Okay, so this is what it looks like outside the bag. It's like a nice length. It's not too long, you know, but just perfect for a charm at the end of a necklace or a bracelet if you want, but I think it's a little too long for a bracelet charm. It's perfect for a necklace charm. So we're going to add those to the ones we already have right here, and we're going to add the bags. All right, let's empty the bags in here. There we go. There's the first bag, and here is the second bag. All right, they're all together, hanging out. Super happy to have these. Cannot wait to make something really, really, really beautiful with those. All right, I also purchased another strand of the hematite. And if you know anything about hematite, you know it's good for different types of cleansing of energies, electricity, and things like that, being on your phone too much, repelling certain types of negativities and so forth. And I am not completely versed in everything, but I read a lot about different stones and beads and what they can do and how they can benefit you. So I bought another strand of those to add to my collection, and they are pretty substantial. I like the way they feel, the weight of them, and yeah, so let's go ahead and cut those and add them to the container. All right, let's cut. Oh, there we go. We got them spilling out, so let's pick those up and get them in the container. These feel so nice in the hand. I can already feel the energy of them. Oh, so very lovely. All right, let's add them with their little friends. Let's get those all in there. Go in there, little babies. All right, those are in there, nice and happy. I'm going to make a beautiful necklace and bracelet set with those because I have so many. Who knows? Might add some of these charms to them. I don't know. All right, the last things that I did purchase were some more of these wood beads. They're very soft wood. They're beautiful. They're dark. They go well with all kinds of things. So I bought 4 strands of those. And actually, these were not at the Gem and Mineral Show. I stopped at one of my favorite jewelry stores and purchased these to add some more to my collection because I make some really beautiful malas out of them. And these also hold scent very well. They really do. So if you're into like essential oils or certain like pure perfumes and oils of that nature, these are really good for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and cut these and add them to the container. Lovely, lovely beads. Let's take this lid off and let's see. Isn't that shades of green so beautiful? And let's see if we have enough room for all 4 of these extra strands. I don't know. We might have to get another container. And thank God I have plenty of these. Get it cut. Nope. I think I might have to use some different scissors. All right, let's see if this will work. You're going to place it in here with the cut side down. And then we're going to just gently pull the string out. So I'm just kind of pushing it as I'm like pushing them in and lifting. Oh, there they go. And they slide right off. Perfect. Next one. All right, stick it in here like this. And then we just lift it up slowly. Okay, careful, careful. See how it likes to try to move. So we're just gonna grab it and get a little closer and then let them fall in. Perfect. Next one. All right, so this is actually too full for 4 more strands. So we're able to fit 2, so that's good. I'm grateful for that. And let's move these beautiful babies over with the other one. All right, let's set these right here on top of the other containers. I cannot believe how many beads I have. I have so many. What I do is just grab one end without pulling too much. Two of those came off, but that's okay. And then I, oops, set that right there the best that I can. Now that it's in there, we just do the same thing. Just kind of let gravity do its thing. Controlled, pull the string up as the beads fall. There we go. Set that aside. Time for the last one. Set those in there and pull up one more time for the last string. There we go, and they're in there. Well, now that I have another container, I can go ahead and add the other Saint Benedicts, like I showed you earlier in this video, how these differ from these ones. These Saint Benedicts are larger. These are silver on silver, and these are gold in the middle with silver. And these are silver with gold in the middle. Let's add my little friends to this container. All right, put those in there. So now that I realize I got a different set of those, now I want more of them, but it's okay. I'm not going to be greedy. I'll use them sparingly. Make sure they're for something special or someone special. Okay, so with the leftover string that came with the dark wood bead ones, these dark ones here, they were on here. And so since these are so long and everything, I think these are nice and useful. So I'm going to keep these and add it to my collection over here of all of my different types of twine and hemp cording and things like that. I have so much of it. I have it in its own basket. All right, so let's go over here, put the lid on this one and add it on top, and we will fit these all together inside of here. So there's my crystal selenite wand here that I have, and this little case here is just full of containers and beads. All right, and one more can fit right on top, so that's perfect. And now I can lay this down over here and push this back under the coffee table. Because that's where I keep them for now. Just because I'm always beading and stuff, so I don't feel like getting them out all the time. And then these are my nice wooded beads. And now we're going to find somewhere to put these other lovely containers. We'll figure that out. Look. A single little space. It's empty. That means we need to fill it with some more beads. Sounds like a trip to the stores in order. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. Last thing, I went to the, like I said, the 64th annual Gem and Mineral Show local in my area. They travel to many different states. So anyways, I was looking for some more of these types of beads. How beautiful are these? I have them in red, and I also have them in pink. I'll show you in a second. But I also have these little bamboo spacers. They're not wood, they're stone. They're just dainty and perfect, and I love them. So I made a bracelet out of them, and then I made this beautiful necklace you see here, with a crystal quartz at the back of the neck and with a nice little tassel cover and a red tassel to match. I was very disappointed that they did not have any more of those. This is how many I have left of the little stone red bamboo spacers that are small and tiny compared to these ones. These ones are also small, but these are smaller. These ones are smaller. These are about a medium-ish size, and I have those in different various colors. But anyways, these are all my bead containers, the charms and things like that. Everything organized, everything's in its place and where it should be. Makes it so much easier to pick out things and design and make what you would like to make. So this is my other one right here, and these ones right here, these are just super cute. I was disappointed that the vendor that I got these from last time was not there this year. Neither was this one. So anyways, like I said, I was able to purchase what I could purchase, and what I, was very frugal on what I purchased. Like I showed you, it was mostly, a lot of spacers and charms and things like that. Oh, these are the other leaves that I have right here. And then over here, these are some other leaf charms in different colors. Those are bone ones. These are like a lighter green, a little bit darker green, and such like that. So, oh, and there's a pink bamboo shaped spacers too. So I'm going to just, take my time and keep collecting. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Lucille Cody Love on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my haul of everything that I have purchased. And I hope you guys are having fun beading. Know that Lucy loves you. And you can watch these videos anytime. I do tutorials, how-tos, how I make tassels, how I bead my necklaces, how to make different types of malas, prayer malas, or just meditation malas, or, sometimes people use those for fidgets and whatever. And everything, like I said, is sound bath cleansed and also cleansed with smoke and fire and sage, if you will. And right here is where I am currently burning some incense, and it's just purifying the air. Smells amazing, and I love how it just collects all the ash in the bottom, and you can use that ash in extracurricular activities. If you know, but it's just beautiful and I love it. All right, everything is in its place. Everything's where it needs to be, all nice and neat and organized. I love all of my beads. Thanks for hanging out with me today on my channel. I hope you guys are having a super awesome one. Like I said, Lucy loves you so much and you matter. And don't forget to follow me here on YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And also don't forget, you can also follow me on my socials at High End Doing Things, which is my podcast page. And I talk about all kinds of things on there on the podcast. It's a lot of fun. It's comedy. It's a relief from all of the regular, mundane, everyday life. It's comedy, lots of fun, like I said. And that's at High End Doing Things. And it's podcast, which is available everywhere you listen to music or your podcast. All right, until next time, thanks for kicking with me. Lucy loves you again. All right, bye.